Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the show that never ends. My name is Rod, and this is a gratitude video, kind of a VCOT thank you video, and also a 3 random pick video. First off, I want to thank everybody in the VC who participated in Robert Z, Bobby Z's contest, the lottery. Very, very fun contest, and huge. It went on for months. Everyone knows about the lottery. Robert Z was the host, and I am the very fortunate, very humble winner of the lottery this year. So thank you everyone who participated. There were some great entries. Lady Luck picked me. I was the lucky guy, man. So thanks for everyone again. I got my first 2 packages in the mail. First one came, and it was the letter M. Today's letter is M. And it was from me, the host. Robert Z was the host. It was from Bobby Z. Got his signature Z in there. And he had the letter M. And my daughter is not here to do the video with me. She's going to be kind of upset that I'm doing it without her, because Bobby and his wonderful family included my daughter Courtney in the prize pack, and they sent her a really nice Arizona t-shirt, and she was just tickled pink, Bobby. I mean, she was really, really happy and grateful to grab that t-shirt from you. Anyway, Bobby had the letter M, and the first thing I pulled out of the box was Steve Miller. And I have not opened this yet because we're going on a road trip Thursday in about 3 or 4 days. He also sent me Metallica. My son-in-law's like, "Can I have that?" Like, you can listen to it. It's a tribute to Metallica, the many faces of Metallica. And this is one I saw, and I almost bought this like a week ago, and I thought, I'm going to get that later down the road. The many faces of Metallica. There's some great people on here. Some people, obviously, I've never heard of, but I can't wait to dig deep into this. And this is one we're going to play on our road trip. The road trip is Thursday. I'm filming this on a Sunday. We're going to Myrtle Beach. And my daughter's grandparents, my parents, want to see her and her daughter, their great-granddaughter, because my father's never met his great-granddaughter. They live at the beach, so we got a free place to stay. And I'm just tagging along. Whether I was going or not, they're going to the freaking beach to see my parents and their grandparents. So anyway, that's our road trip. This is what we're going to be listening to. Also from Bobby Z. And I about messed my pants when I saw this. Is a Japanese pressing of Ram, Paul McCartney. And needless to say, this was the very first one I played. And I played it twice. Well, 1.5 times. I played it both sides, and I went back and played side 1. And I used my blue Ortofon on this one right off the bat. I said, this is going to that special turntable. The Japanese pressing of Ram. Bobby, I can't thank you enough, brother. This is a beautiful album. Look at that. This is gorgeous. There's nothing wrong with this album. It's mint. And this is one that was reissued not too long ago, and that's another one I honestly was going to pick up, and I put it off, and I'm glad I did. He also sent me the Super Disc series of the Moody Blues. It's not blue vinyl. It's black vinyl, but has that blue. And this is in supreme condition. This is an original master recording, back before they're actually calling it the original master recording. And again, this one on my blue Ortofon. And my wife came out in the garage, and she had to acknowledge, she had to admit, the sound was incredible. She's like, it's filling the room. Moody Blues, gosh darn, this is a great album. On the Threshold of a Dream. Beautiful album. Thank you, Bobby. It's going to be enjoyed for years to come. Also, the next day, now I already opened that package. I told Bobby from now on I'm going to open the packages live. We're not live, but I'm going to do a video of it. I just didn't want to sound like I was bragging, like, oh, look what I got. Well, the next day, I got one from Redco Records. And my daughter was expecting something, and she thought it was hers. And she's like, oh, Dad, you got the Police. This is a fantastic CD. Mini box set, if you will. Everything they've ever done on it. And this is wonderful. And I've already played this one, obviously. Police are something I don't have enough of in my collection. And this is one we're taking on our road trip with us. This is a beautiful CD. Thank you very, very much to Redco Music. Love the Police. So, I feel so blessed. Okay, now let's move on to the video. I've been doing 3 random records. This one wasn't very... Oh, I got a note from Bobby, too. Forgot to read the note. Congratulations. So cool that you won the VC lottery. I'm very happy for you. Hope you like my box. Yes, I do. I loved it. The shirt is for Courtney. And I probably could have horked the shirt, but she saw the note. Actually, I wouldn't have done that to my daughter. Anyway, the 3 random albums, they're not real random because I was influenced by the VC. I was watching Gary, his video, Physical Format Rock and Roll, and he was showing the new Billy Gibbons. And he was talking about how great it was. You know, Billy Gibbons is a hell of a guitar player. It made me break out ZZ Top. De Loco. Fantastic album. I think this was the last one they did in the 70s. Then they came out with the album with Tube Snake Boogie on it. Then all the 80s MTV videos and stuff. But this was like the last of the 70s. And I was watching a documentary about a year or two ago about... it wasn't really about this album, but it was about ZZ Top. And when they finished this album, they took a 2-year hiatus. And one of them, it wasn't Billy Gibbons. It was one of the other 2. Took a job in a factory working a forklift for like 6 months. And he lived anonymously. And they were on the phone with each other from time to time. They decided to, you know, reunite. Let's get together and see where our heads are at. And the 2 of them had grown beards. And it wasn't something they had planned to do. They didn't communicate with each other about this, but that's where the whole beard thing came in. They decided to keep it. But this was a fantastic listen. My favorite album by ZZ Top. One I haven't listened to in forever. One a couple months ago, I was putting off, even though it was one of my favorite albums growing up. It's one I haven't listened to in a long time. And I saw Gary talk about it, and I jumped on it. And this is an album I was influenced by Calico Silver. He was talking about Alice Cooper, I won't say the missing years, but the drunk years, the forgotten years where he was in a blackout. And he didn't specifically mention this album, but it reminded me of this album. I remember buying this in 1980 at 14 and loving this album. It was just an incredible album to me at 14. And it still holds up for me. Songs like Clones and Talk Talk. So I really, really enjoyed sitting down and enjoying that album again. And this is one that it's not that old. It came out at Record Store Day a year or 2 ago. But I was watching Beth on one of her videos. And 8 Vinyl Low. Emma, not Beth. Emma, 8 Vinyl Low. She was talking about Lou Reed, and I broke out some Lou Reed. This is one I just listened to a few months ago, so it really doesn't count, but it does, because I pulled it out because she was talking about Lou, and it's a great live album, man. Kind of a burgundy red vinyl. Lou Reed. And that's what I'm trying to do. If this is the first time you've seen one of my videos, or the first time you've seen this series, I'm trying to grab 3 albums at random in my collection and go back and enjoy them, get reacquainted with them. It may be an album I really didn't care for when I first got it, but I'm giving it a second chance, or maybe it was one of my favorite albums when I was young and just haven't, you know, listened to it in a while. And I put a hiatus on buying records, buying vinyl. Though I did break that once. But anyway, I said to Record Store Day, July 17th, but I'm gonna participate in Record Store Day. But then I'm gonna go back on hiatus and just enjoy the albums I got and see how long that can last, and just reconnect with my connection. I mean, my collection. Reconnect with my collection. Guys, this is starting to ramble, so I'm gonna depart. Peace. I'm wishing everyone happiness, and be good to each other.